Hey guys, it's me again. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Shooting the Shit. Um, Today I kind of wanted to share a personal story um, and I guess a realization that I had after, having this experience. Um, so this is fairly recent. It happened a couple of months ago, a few days before my birthday. I was having lunch with a friend of mine and at like some deli in, I don't know, in the city. We were sitting and we were eating and laughing and joking and talking, and this woman walked in and whew, I'm actually getting hot thinking about it. This woman walked in and immediately I had this flush come over me, got really warm, my palms started to get sweaty, and my heart started to beat really, really fast. And I know I turned red, and my friend is like, what is up? Because my posture went from being like this to being like this because I didn't want this particular woman to see me. And so I let him know that a woman walked into the deli and she happened to be the woman that my ex cheated on me with. And I don't know why I'm suddenly getting upset because that relationship is over. So she comes in and she orders her food, and I say to my friend, I'll tell you about it, after she leaves. And I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm texting my friends and I'm like, yo, this chick just walked in, all this stuff. And I was hiding from this woman who I shouldn't have been hiding from. And she sat down at a table. And I decided, you know what, fuck it. If she sees me, she sees me. What's the worst that can happen? She's gonna go run and tell my ex she saw me having lunch with a male friend. We locked eyes and she proceeded to have her meal and I proceeded to be in conversation with my friend, although it was extremely awkward. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to say anything to this girl. In fact, that's a lie. I knew I wanted to say something to her. For years, I told myself if I ever saw her in the street that it would not be a favorable encounter for her. And I was very angry with her for years. Even though I had forgiven him for what he had done with her. And I get up to leave this venue and we walk out the door and I could not leave without saying something to her. So I walked back to her table. I said hello. She said hi. And she was on the defensive, as any woman would be. And I didn't falter for it. And I sat across from her. I pulled out the chair and I sat down, which I think was really bold of me. For me, it was bold. And I said, how are you? And she was defensive and she was like, oh, I'm fine, trust me. And I was like, I didn't mean anything by it. I was just trying to be friendly. I said, it's, awkward being in the same place of someone that you know and you not acknowledging that they exist. I said, I just wanted to say hi, see how you were doing, but I will leave you to your meal. And I got up and I had seen some work that she had done. I complimented her on her work and I walked out of the venue. And I was relieved by this because I carried so much anger towards this woman for so many years. And part of it was not even her fault. For a long time, I blamed her for some of the issues that I was having in my relationship. What I realized after this incident, because I was telling people, what happened, and they were like, some people were like, wow, that was really big of you to like be nice to her. And other people were like, why would you even approach her? She's a non-factor. The fact of the matter is, however she may not have been a non-factor, she was made a factor in my relationship. I made her a factor and he made her a factor. In my mind, it was me making amends. It was me closing a chapter because that relationship was over, and it is officially over. I have moved on from that hurt place, from that place of pain, from that place that she held in my relationship. And I forgave her. It was me forgiving her for what she did. It was me forgiving myself for allowing her to be a part of my relationship. And it was me also apologizing for the part that she didn't even know that she played in my relationship. She moved on with her life. She started a business, she got engaged, and while she was living her life, she was playing a part in my relationship and she probably had no idea. It's not her fault that I hated her so much. That's what I'm getting at. It's not her fault. It started with her, but it didn't end with her. The continuing of these feelings of hatred and disgust and envy even, and I'm woman enough to admit that there was a time that I was envious of the fact that she continued to have communication with my significant other in a way that I felt I didn't have with him. And I was hurt. And in my hurt, I harbored a hatred towards someone who didn't even know. I may never speak to her if I see her again in the street, and that's okay. She'll be fine with that. I'll be fine with that. But at least I know that I forgave her, and I know that she's not held accountable for all the anger that I held towards her in my relationship. If you've ever been in a situation where you have allowed other people to be a factor of your relationship, or you have been in a relationship where someone else has allowed others to be a factor in it, comment below. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you again so much for watching, and remember that there is no shit that you can't handle.